But anyways, back when I was getting pretty frustrated with Lincoln, and there was this nasty rumor going around about me, which was totally ridiculous, and really it wasn't even that bad. I think I blew it out of proportion. But I wrote this song called "The Biggest Small Town in the World." Feel so stranded in this Midwestern town. Don't think I'll stick around longer than I have to. Well, I've never felt like a part of this place. Even the human race sometimes. Anywhere it's a crime to be yourself. Well, I'm tired of trying to be something else. This must be the biggest small town in the world. Everybody knows your pain. Haven't people got anything better to do than to play with others' lives? As if it was a game. I'm gonna move someplace where nobody knows me. Start all over and make new friends. When the past just follows you around, you can never live it down. I'm not what I was, I'm who I am. Take these inhibitions and throw them away. I live for the day when I don't care what they say. This must be the biggest small town in the world. Everybody knows your pain. Haven't people got anything better to do than to play with others' lives? As if it was a game. But this is just another case of trying to blame it on a place when I know everywhere I go, people are the same. Well, it might be greener on the other side. There is still no place to hide. But I think you know what I mean. This must be the biggest small town in the world. Everybody knows your pain. Haven't people got anything better to do than to play with others' lives? As if it was a game, it's not a game. Thank you. I didn't prepare a song list, and I found these song lists in my guitar case, and they're really old. And it's kind of funny because I kind of glance over and go, well, gosh, I don't do that one anymore. So, any case, I'm not sure how long they want me to play. What's the general, as long as you want? Oh, well, I'm pretty obnoxious. I could be here. No, I'm just kidding.
An hour-ish.
An hour-ish. Gosh, it's got a microphone. It comes right in that speaker there. This is so fancy here. This is the nicest place I've ever played, I swear. I was telling Michael I played at a bar, the Ramada Inn, few years ago in Lincoln. It was like $175 to play for 5 hours. 5 hours straight, you know. It's like this guy that, you know, was managing this place didn't realize what he was doing to me. But anyways, nobody came in all night except one trucker came in and had a cup of coffee for 5 straight hours, and the bartender was this lady that I know she hated me or she hated everybody. I couldn't decide. It was just a basket case. Well, I wrote this song on the way back from Omaha, and I had to keep remembering the words because I couldn't write it down. I didn't have anything to write it down with, and I was driving on the interstate, and it was real late at night, so I went home and wrote it all down. And it's kind of the way I wish everything could be in the world if I could have anything to say about it. And I kind of hope heaven's like this. It's called My Heaven. In my heaven, the jokes are all funny. You don't need money, 'cause everything's free. In my heaven, no need for pretending, 'cause you can be whatever you want to be. And in my heaven, nobody cares what race or religion you are, 'cause life's fair. There's no natural disasters, no famine, no wars, and no terrible secrets behind closed doors. And the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, will lick your face and walk by your side, and no one gets killed, 'cause nothing can die in my heaven, my heaven, my heaven, oh my. In my heaven, you don't need a car, you just wish to be upon any star. You can fly with the seagulls or glide with the eagles. In my heaven, you can't stay right where you are. And your great-great-grandbaby and your great-great-grandma can dance with your great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. 'Cause time comes together through the whole human race for always and ever in infinite space. And in my heaven, everyone can swim and scuba dive without oxygen, and the water is clear, no toxins dumped in, and all of the sharks are vegetarians. And if you ask them, they'll give you rides on their fins. And you can be silly and no one will glare, and it's okay, children are little angels too. And everyone's healthy and no one gets sick. If you get gum in your hair, it will not stick, and the stars and the sun are brighter than bright, but you never get sunburned, 'cause love is the light. And your great-great-grandbaby and your great-great-grandma can dance with your great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. 'Cause time comes together for the whole human race for always and ever in infinite space. And the lions and tigers and bears, oh my, will lick your face and walk by your side, and no one gets killed, 'cause nothing can die in my heaven, my heaven, my heaven. That kind of makes me think of this song that I wrote when I was 20 years old. And I was in Boulder, Colorado, and I was hanging out singing on the street. and everywhere that you go in Boulder, Colorado in the late 70s was lots of religious organizations trying to get you to come have dinner at their house. Not house, but their, whatever it is, their temple of doom. And yeah, it was like, you know, Indiana Jones was just the guy on Star Wars at that time. No, I don't know where I'm going here with this. But anyways, I wrote this song about kind of everything that was going on in the 70s and Zan's disco. It doesn't have anything about disco in it. Because Boulder, I was there in like 78 and they were still in 68. I mean, it was the bizarrest place to be. And all these kids were there that were pretending to go to school, and they were driving four-wheel drive cars and paying $1,000 a month rent, and their parents didn't know that they weren't going to school anymore. And they were doing lots of drugs and stuff. It was a really strange place. But I sustained myself for about 3 months while I sang on the street, and that was kind of fun. Anyways, that last song made me think of this song, and this is my oldest song that I can remember writing. And it's called Searcher's Lament. I was a genuine vegetarian, natural food freak, don't you know? I didn't eat white flour, white sugar, don't eat yellow snow. I didn't touch nothing that wasn't organic. I guess that means stuff from other planets. I stayed away from nuclear power. I wore oils from head shops that smelled like flowers, so my skin had a strictly natural glow. I joined a group that took me back through all the gory details of my birth. I read a book about astral travel, and half of me left the earth. I've been through Ast, Ekankar, Hare Krishna, Baba Ram Das, and TM. I've been deprogrammed and reprogrammed and deprogrammed again. I marched to save the whales and the baby seals and protect bald eagles' eggs, and to let those human females kill their unborn babes. Yeah, I've been from women's lib to Adam's rib to chiropractors cure all ills, and there was a time I even thought an answer could be found in pills. I was a true blue American of the younger generation, with the emphasis on the blue, just looking for somebody somewhere, with the emphasis on the true. With all this searching in the dark, a question came to my mind: how am I going to recognize what's true if I don't already know inside? So I chalked it up and I laughed it off, and I vowed to never join another group as long as I live. I'm gonna stop trying to pull it out of the world. I'm gonna look inside and see what I have to give.